Person doing last time this time is David, actually.
Yo!
So, what happened last time, David?
Great fucking question, I feel.
Last time, we had set out on a mission to possibly blackmail the man who swindled us. Riven decided to take a more direct approach and intimidate the man, but then he died under mysterious circumstances.
Riven chopped his head off.
Well, it's
Accidentally,
less
it's
mysterious
fine.
when you put it that way. After that, Riven fled the city and was camping for a while before Loxodon appeared to attack her and then also died under mysterious circumstances. When his body was brought before the rest of the party to find out, hey, you guys know who this is, Kadruil promptly kidnapped Locke and also fled the city. Which, speaking of the city, got real fucking weird in that there weren't really people around, except the bartender, I guess. And he told us, well, we've made the magic in the city angry, and it's gonna hide everyone from us so that we can't fuck shit up anymore. And so, Riven is making some effort to break up with us over that, which is very sad. But more immediate and pressing is the fact that, as far as I know from where we left off, Kadruil is still running and Locke is still screaming.
They did stop.
They did stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, Bjorn does not know that.
No.
So-
Bjorn does not know the details as to why Cad ran off, where Cad was running to, or that they stopped.
But we
The body is now, though.
and our audience are privy to apparently the knowledge that that Loxodon was Cad's father, which should have... God damn, that should have some implications going forward.
Yeah, like the only thing I
Out
can
of character,
think is
we know that. In character, we don't.
Yeah, in character we...
I do.
Well, Locke knows. I don't think we hung around long enough to find out what Locke had to say about it, but Locke
No.
He
learned.
said, "Oh shit," is what he said.
That's a fair reaction.
Yep, pretty much. Also, there in the exchange that led to Riven running off, Cal had a brief little chat with her and Locke after the death of the jeweler, and then Cal flew away to look into the person that may or may not be able to help Riven with her axes. So you guys are down a Cal, and then when Cad ran off to kidnapping Locke, Oak chose to follow rather than going into and talking to the person in the tavern. And then Bjorn and Riven spoke to the tavern keep. Riven decides to break off from Bjorn and walks away, and then Bjorn decides to go off and chase after Cad and Locke. And Oak, technically. Because Oak is going in that direction. So, with that in mind, I did some, with the help of Kenneth, I did some math, and we determined that when he said that Cad ran off, he said he was going to run and keep running for a couple of minutes, or for several minutes. And we determined that Cad, at his speed of going 100 feet in 6 seconds, could go...
Did he go to another town?
No. No.
Not quite.
Back on the mountain.
But he could go about a mile out of town in 5 minutes.
Jesus.
He's a big dude.
It's that
And-
leg stride.
All right.
It's and what I find interesting about this is when we calculated out speed, he wasn't actually traveling much slower than like the fastest athletes. But then you factor in that Cad is huge, so he's probably using more energy to do so.
That's why he's like slumped against a tree at the moment.
Yep, he stopped and he slumped against a tree. However, if Cad was in a chase scene, he would never fail. We determined that too.
Nope.
You can't crit fail a con save, apparently. And I have a +9. and the DC stays at 10 to not get exhausted. So as long as I roll a 1, I never get exhausted ever.
That is some kind of absurd, but we'll allow it.
Specifically in a chase scene situation. Cad could totally get exhausted from another reason, but all it means is that...
At this point, it's flavoring.
Yeah, at this point it doesn't much matter. Regardless, he can get about a mile away.
All right.
So, the question that I then have is, where do we open up this session at? Because we could start with Riven, who is now alone, sans Zahalas, in town, still. Or with the group that ran off to talk to Elephant. I guess we'll start with Riven. Riven, you're now very much alone in town, sans Hollis, who is still there.
She knows that Cad picked up Locke and started running off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess she's just gonna start wandering in that direction.
Okay. So you're just gonna sort of wander the town for a bit, or at least try to wander in a generally north direction. So
And it's like Pac-Man physics, and she walks out the north gate, coming in the southern gate. What?
Waka waka.
Riven going around town.
Okay.
Dumb.
I mean,
That's
she's trying to
fucking
find a party.
stupid. I love it.
I do too.
alright. So
Find party to finish breakup, then figure out what to do with dead body, and kill on my own.
the fine party happens first?
Yeah, because she's still confused. It's like, what happened to this guy?
True.
And like, why did Cat just run off? Who knows?
So you can go ahead and make me a survival roll to find your way around town, but you're going to get disadvantaged because this town wants you lost.
Oh, that was a good laugh. I like it.
10.
Oh wow, that was a good roll before the disadvantage happened.
Yeah.
So with a 10, Riven will sort of make her way around town, trying to generally find her way north, or at least in the direction that she saw Cad go, which was mostly north. And you will continue to have really no one in town, unless you actually look.
Okay.
Unless you actually look into buildings or go into buildings, you will see no one. And considering that Riven is not necessarily a city person by any means, I would imagine
Which only
that-
makes it harder.
Wait.
I would also, and that there's no one here. A lot of the buildings start to look the same.
Oh no.
We are so fucky fucked.
Yeah. No, because if anything, she was going to try to head to the Idle Tomcat and see if she can find our two friends there.
Yeah, you can't quite call me out of Tomcat with a 10 roll.
Oh.
Oh no.
So
She's just going to be stopped and like looking around so confused. Like she like stares up at the sky to figure out which way's north, and then just like tries to like go in a direction that she knows is out.
Riven points to that cloud up there. Aha, that's north.
Oh, like sun, directional sun and stuff.
yeah. She's a wilderness person. She would know how to navigate her way north with like stars and sun and stuff like that.
So if she looks up, what does she see?
She sees the sky.
Did she see where the sun is?
Yeah.
Okay, she turns and starts heading in a direction out of town.
Following the sun.
Not following the sun, but like if the sun is like setting in, the west, she'll probably like go east or north or south. It's just like wherever the sun is like at.
Right. She uses the sun to help navigate her way north. After she starts traveling that way, about 5 minutes, and then she looks up at the sun, and it's on the other side as if she was going the other direction. She got turned around somewhere.
That's
That
probably
makes sense, though. A lot of the roads are curvy.
Okay.
Eventually, you will pass an alley, a random alley, and you will finally actually encounter a person. And this person appears to be an older human woman. Very old human woman. There's her token.
Yeah. Okay.
She has
Her
very...
border is not spiky. Trust them.
Because you know that's significant. All of my NPCs that are spiky are bad guys. That means that all my NPCs that are not spiky are not bad guys.
Maybe.
She will be sitting in a nearby in one of the alleys as you sort of walk past, and you like out of the corner of your eye see her for a brief second, and then as you're turning to look, which I'm assuming you do because she's the only person you've seen aside from the bartender.
Yeah. I mean, she glances, and if anything, she would continue walking. And then all of a sudden, she appears in another alley. Like what?
And then, are you lost? Because
No.
No.
She
Like
lied.
inside of what, like 3?
Yeah.
you don't sound so convinced.
I know my way.
Do you?
Yeah. Just need to find my friends, that's all. Or what's left of my friends.
And where are your friends?
Why are you so concerned?
Who are you? Where am I? What happened to Stanley?
I know this town very well. I hate to see someone lost in it.
Well, I'm not lost. I swear I'm not lost.
I've seen you walk past my alley 3 times already.
Riven's like, actually, it was 4.
Okay, fine, I'm lost.
I thought so. So, how'd you get lost?
I don't know, the buildings are looking weird. And for some reason, I can't navigate my way out. I just want to leave town.
Did something happen?
No.
Can you see everyone in town? Or is the town empty?
I see people in town.
Roll deception.
I think she's not lying. 'Cause...
She said she sees people in town. Currently, she only sees one.
Well, I mean, she can sit there and go in buildings and see people.
Technically.
11.
I was wanting to have some fun, but I guess we'll have to cut through the chase, won't we?
I don't know, you're... I'm just gonna keep walking now.
Do you walk away?
Yes.
Alright. You walk away. About 3 or 4 minutes later, another alley. Hi again.
Damn it. I'm gonna go find my own alley, and I'm gonna stay there. I don't want to see you.
Well, why not?
Because you don't have a reason to be in my business. Like, you do your own thing, just leave me do my own thing.
You're wandering around lost. And you can't find your way out. You don't even want any help.
No. Look, if you can just simply point me to get me to one of the gates, I just want out of this city. I don't want to be in here. Can you point me to one of the gates?
I can.
Okay, then point me to one of the gates.
Alright.
Please, look, I got money. I can give you money.
Just follow the road here. The main road. Stay off of the side roads. And eventually you'll make your way to the gate.
Woo! Hey, I'm leaving town. Goodbye.
Okay.
Does she make it to one of the gates?
She does. You will actually make
She
it to one of the
tried.
gates.
She tries going through the gates.
Someone made a comparison to Pac-Man. You leave out the west gate. You come in the east gate. What?
Wait, there is no east gate.
Well, okay.
There is now.
Actually, you go out the west gate, and then suddenly there's mountains behind you, and you're on the east side. There we go.
This city is weirdly eager to hold on to the person who angered it.
What? What? Just... What? What?
Did you
She
find the
just
gate?
goes and sits down. She just sits down.
Did you find the gate?
Not talking to you. You lied.
I didn't lie. I showed you the gate.
Yeah, but I wanted the gate to get out of the town. I'm still in the town.
Did you ask to get out of the town? No. You asked to show you to the gate.
No. Show me to the gate because I want to leave the town. That's pretty much what I said.
You're no fun.
You just... maybe this is just a fever dream. Who knows? Just... I'm just going to sit here.
Do you think your friends would come back for you?
I don't know.
Maybe your friends would be a little bit more interesting, Riven. And she like floats up, turns like a bright, some almost celestial glow, and then disappears.
Well,
Yeah, this is a fever dream. This is a fever dream. There's magic involved. I don't know magic. I don't understand it. Magic is bullshit.
And before we do a quick cut to the party outside, there'll be a brief bit when like goblins and gnomes and things are usually very small because they're small stature creatures. But Riven, when you sit down and you're like, I'm just done with all of this.
Because she doesn't understand what's going on. She's so confused.
You will see a very small as in tiny, not as in small. You will see a very small, tiny, somewhat invisible caricature of a goblin that will charge at you and then disappear, like a weird jump scare.
What? Fuck.
And you will start to hear voices. Some you slightly recognize, some you don't. And we shall cut to the other group. But
Alright, so to me?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what is happening? How's Cad looking right now?
Blubbery.
Blubbery? Okay.
That is way too low.
It would be very nice if I knew the spell Calm Emotions right now, but I don't.
Nope.
So instead, I guess what Locke's gonna do is just like, hey, Cad, calm down. Take a few deep breaths for me, okay? Hey, come on. In? Like, try to get him to calm down.
I look at him still weepy and I just sort of nod.
This is when you roll comfort or support. Wait, wrong game.
I mean, either way, yeah. Alright. Okay, alright. Shit. Why did everything today have to go haywire? Ah. Crap. And I can't even use message because I don't have the book.
Also, what's the distance on message? Isn't it like 30 feet?
It's something minuscule. I just wanted to remind myself that I don't have a book. Because you have it. I gave it to you, remember?
I thought you gave me another book.
No, I gave you my black book.
Wait, the black book actually had messaging in it?
No, it's just the black book lets me cast a handful of cantrips I otherwise normally couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, specifically thaumaturgy, firebolt, and message.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't do that for you.
I thought you were talking about the other book that you had commissioned.
No.
To pretty much do that.
No. That is strictly a family thing.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What I want to know, Kat, is why did you run?
I don't know. I panicked and I wanted to keep you safe if she was going to hurt us or you. Sorry.
It's alright, it's alright. Come on, we should get back. We should hear the whole story and see what we can do to sort it out. And I'll reach out and, like, attempt to give Kat a hug, but that's not physically possible because he is so much bigger than I am. I'll try anyway, though. Just like, I'm sorry. We'll do what we can, alright?
Kadruil will reluctantly nod and sort of get back to his feet.
Okay. Alright, let's go. And I'll start making my way back towards the city and hope Cad follows.
Yeah, he will.
Heading back to the city at Locke speed. Not cat speed. Locke speed.
At Locke speed, not Loxodon speed.
Yes.
It's an important distinction, that.
Very.
So,
So do we bump into our followers on the way?
the question that I have is, Bjorn, when you went to chase after the others and you were traveling through town or whatever, not fully knowing how far you were going, did you want to just blitz there and not worry about spending time to cast a spell, or did you perhaps try to make use of your steed? Because your steed goes faster.
I'm pretty sure it takes a while to summon the steed, so I don't think I would do that. Let me see.
I don't know if Find Steed is a...
Yeah, it's a 10-minute cast time.
Okay, didn't know, yeah.
So, no, Bjorn's booking it, maybe occasionally, like... Because he can see people again, correct?
Oh yeah, you can see people just fine.
So he's maybe occasionally being like, hey, have you seen a Loxodon go this way really fast? Yeah? Alright, and then he's just going.
On that, no one has a clue.
Oh, that's not ideal. I guess he's just... Bjorn is a simple man, so he's going to keep going in the direction he saw Cad go and hope for the best.
But Bjorn is a sort of traveled
It's true.
nomadic sort of person.
I should be able to track him.
Yeah.
What would that be? A survival?
It would be survival, and you are not going to get lost in town anymore, so you are not going to roll a disadvantage.
I approve. I don't approve of that, though. That's a 5.
Oh no!
So I lose the trail basically immediately.
Well, it's surprisingly, it's you can stick to the main road and make your way out of town, and you were able to spot which way Bjorn, which way Cav went when he ran off, so you can get out of there fairly easily.
All right.
I was gonna say free ale tasting over here.
Oh no!
So you will do
It's
so.
Bjorn's weakness.
In that regard, then, Locke and Cad will encounter Oak before they encounter Bjorn, because Oak, without the use of Druford, Oak and Bjorn are going at the same speed of 30, and Oak left first. So,
Alright.
but you will encounter Oak when you are making your way back. Probably like a couple paces outside of the gate, because you guys were conversing for at least a little bit before you went back. And then Oak is okay. So what's going on? You're coming back now? What?
We need to get everyone else assembled. This is not good.
That does
Kadruil's
not
just kind of
sound,
quiet.
that does not sound promising. What is not good? What happened?
I'd rather not have to say it more than once, so let's just get everyone together and then we can lay down just how royally fucked we are. This was supposed to be a pit stop. Why did the pit stop turn into a nightmare? Do we know where Bjorn is and Riven?
I don't know. I left to chase after you guys when Cad bolted. So,
Damn it.
but let's head back, at least back towards the tavern anyway, and see if we can figure out what's what. And
Right.
yeah, you guys will make your way back into town, and you will encounter a Bjorn soon after, who looks
Bjorn.
momentarily a little bit lost, but he's made his way mostly to the gate.
Ah, there you are. Good lord, so I was beginning to think I wasn't going to find you. You do not look well.
We're really not. Where's Riven?
I'm not 100% sure. She informed me that we were not friends anymore and then left. So,
Why would she do that? Did you offend her somehow?
I think that she was trying to get the city's magic to not be mad at me.
Wait. City's magic? Was I there for that part, or did Cad take me away first?
Cad took you away first.
Bjorn
City's
will. Yes, apparently it has, the bartender told us, the city has some sort of defensive magic for people that cause trouble. It keeps us from being able to find our way or see people, I guess. After she told me we weren't friends anymore, I could see people again, which is helpful.
Can I see people right now?
Nope.
Good for you. I can't see shit.
Well, we should go find Riven so she can break up with you, and that should work.
Do not use that combination of words when describing us.
Bjorn is a simple man. He does not have a better phrase to use, so he's going to shrug unapologetically.
Just glad neither her or Cal was within hearing distance of that.
What'd you say?
I'm just glad neither Cal nor Riven were in hearing range of that sentence.
Fair enough.
Because that would have been a thing. Especially if it was Riven.
Well, so Does that mean Bjorn is the only one in this group who can see people in the city and navigate without magical confusion?
Quite possibly, that's a reasonable assumption to come to. Yeah.
Hold on. This is like out of character knowledge, but the magic would not let Riven leave, but Cad just ran right out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's interesting.
Also, wait, if Bjorn is no longer associated with the murder people, Riven in this case, shouldn't that mean the rest of us, shouldn't be able to see him?
I'm still your friend.
I did establish with in out of character context in last session that part of the magic was wanting to keep you lost in the town. And since Bjorn does not know the town, you can see him.
Yeah, I can get you to Mudslide's house and the bar, and that's about it.
And on that, if you had Young in the party or Oak involved, in that Oak or Young was the one that Riven unfriended, then Oak or Young would just disappear to you guys. Because they know the town.
Do we know where Hollis is?
I mean, you'd have to find him. The town's huge, so.
Well, we could start.
He would be easier to find than Riven, technically.
And he would have a much easier time finding Riven. So order of operations: we find the dog, we find the mom. Okay, let's do it.
I can make another survival check to look for big old wolf prints.
That, or since you can see people, you can just ask if anyone has seen a big dire wolf running around.
They didn't see Cad earlier, though. Which makes me think... I'm wondering if you guys are visible to townspeople. I'm going to stop someone passing by and just be like, excuse me, can you see my my short friend of the puny muscles right there?
Excuse me.
Wait, what? Huh?
I'm just grabbing... You don't see him. Excellent. Thank you for your time.
You should have asked them if they saw a magical elephant.
Do you see a magical elephant?
No, I do not. Although that does sound like a very fancy drink.
It does, doesn't it? I'm going to have to talk with some bartender friends. But thank you for your time. All right. So we can't ask. I'm going back to the look for the pop.
If the rest of the townspeople can't see me or the rest of us except you, but we can all still see each other, then I don't have to at all feel embarrassed about doing this. And I'm going to, as we're going about, I'm going to start whistling and calling for Hollis.
Fair play. Also,
just to go along with it,
probably will not make the city like us better. But this does give us a certain degree of heist power, if we're in the middle.
I don't want to piss off the angry city more than we already have, especially because we like it here.
This is true. All right.
Your girlfriend lives here, and a lot of our allies and friends live here.
So far, everything's going exactly according to plan.
No.
Now, we are invisible at the town.
Well, if you guys can, I'm visible again. So.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna. So survival check.
Survival check. What is your goal with this survival check? Are you trying to find your way back to the tavern, or are you trying to?
Yeah, I'll backtrack to the tavern and then see if I can pick up Hollis's footprints or like paw prints from there.
Okay.
I figure he should leave a more visible trail than Riven or really anyone would in our party.
I would use thaumaturgy to make my voice louder, but I don't have the book, so I'm just going to resort to just calling and whistling for Hollis and hoping for the best.
Okay. So Bjorn can give me survival, and Locke, you can give me animal handling.
God damn it!
On brand.
Somehow.
I got a 14. Can Oak help him?
I need help.
You keep getting distracted by all the free ale tasting.
Actually, wait.
Come here, have your magical elephant drink, freshly brewed. Oh, that's
I just stumbled into a beer and wine festival by the
Wait,
riverfront.
Is the magical elephant like absence where you see the green fairy? This time you see a magical elephant.
I don't know. Anyway.
Here, drink this. All of a sudden you can see Cad.
So, yeah. Riven.
Yes. What more
Um,
jump scare do you have for Riven?
No, not quite.
Okay.
What? Yeah, because it's funner this way. What? How would Hollis react exactly if he could sense via smell, but not actually see Riven?
He would be very confused and walking around like trying to find me.
Okay.
Because have you ever seen those videos where it's like people like call their dog and they hide behind a door frame and the dog is like sitting there looking around trying to find them? Kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's perfect. So, Hollis, in and around where you are, wherever you are, wandering around town. Oh wait, did you say you slumped you slumped somewhere?
Well, he stopped, and I'm assuming since the jump scare of the goblin, Riverman's like, nope, I guess we kept walking.
Okay. So you're just sort of wandering around.
Yeah.
There's a moment when Hollis will disappear from you.
Alice? She'll just sit there and try to call out to him. Be like, where'd he go?
Mm-hmm. And then, promptly, Locke, roll dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw or check?
Dexterity saving throw.
5.
Oh no.
+3 from Bjorn, right?
Technically, yeah. So 7 or 8 rather. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Kafoomp! You have a Hollis. He's on you. Hello.
Hey, boy! I start mage handing him.
He will get off of you.
Okay. Hi. Great. Cool. All right. That's part of our work done. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna check my inventory for anything I might have that might smell like Riven.
Fish, wait.
No, that would smell like a trippy fish. Well, I don't have anything in my inventory that would smell like Riven.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Me either, I don't think.
the intent here is to then wander around using Hollis in hopes that Hollis can help find Riven.
I guess. I mean, like, Hollis is big, and it's easy enough to hop on and have Hollis act as a mount, right?
Yes.
Okay. I
At
guess
least-
Locke
at least
will...
for, Locke +1 maybe, but nobody else.
Right.
And
Well,
not-
Locke will hop on at least, because he's made a twig, as Bjorn so succinctly pointed out a minute ago.
Gotta be honest with your friends, man.
I mean, yeah, but there's a... Anyway.
So
And once
that-
Locke is on board, I don't know if there's really anything he can... Oh, fuck! I got it! Locke will cast Minor Illusion and create an illusion of Riven, or at least like a compressed illusion, because it can only be like 5 feet, in front of Hollis's face. And he'll say to Hollis, "Find your mama, boy." And hope that does the trick.
Paste for me into the chat minor illusion. There's a very specific thing that I'm looking for.
I hope I can make a thing.
Can't create any sensory effects. Okay.
I'm just using it to create, a flat image of Riven, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. So he will go into tracker mode to try to find Mama.
Okay.
Keen smell is specifically for perception checks, I believe. So Dire Wolf does not have like advantage on tracking, right? That's not a thing.
Well, he has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Yeah. This would not be a perception check. This would be a track. This would be a survival check. So no. So you will roll for me for Hollis. What is essentially a survival check. So wisdom. At yeah, just roll it normal.
2.
Okay. So it's not very helpful.
You're trying to find Riven, right?
Yep.
So, can I sniff her out?
I mean, you don't have any. You have the same issue that Hollis does. You have keen sense type situation for perception, but it doesn't help you with survival. You can roll survival too if you want.
Unfortunately, I don't survival with my nostrils.
No.
12.
Okay. So
I have a survival of 5. I can roll it.
Locke's got a notes, it turns out.
the thing about that is that's for it's getting a little for you to try to find her with survival, because technically tracking with smell would be a survival thing, but it should anyway. It's fine. Ultimately, you guys wouldn't find her anyway. Of course, your characters don't know that, but after a time wandering around, there will be a brief bit of we'll do a flash scene to Riven for a bit, and Riven's not the type of person to just run away scared.
She's just very curious about what's going on.
Mm-hmm. You will see tiny.
Now she just lost her. Now she just lost her dog.
You did. You will see tiny images of people that you have fought, of every persuasion, that are trying to charge and attack at you.
Pull out her axes and swing.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Doesn't know what else to do.
No. Roll me an attack roll.
26.
26. Wow. Very nice. You never healed, did you?
Huh?
You never healed.
Oh no.
Oh no, she didn't. She didn't heal.
Yeah. You fall unconscious.
Ah shit.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just sit over here.
Yeah, it's fine. You're not gonna roll death saves. He doesn't want you to die like that. That's boring. So
Yeah, I'm in an alley. I'm like in an alley, just like passed out over some crates, just like blah.
actually, you know
At
what?
least you're safe, because no one knows you're there.
Yeah.
Actually,
Except that one lady. Apparently he knows you're there.
so wait a minute. Do for me a death save.
No.
17.
Okay. Give me another one.
17.
17.
Number today.
Okay.
17, 17, 17.
One more?
One
Yeah,
more.
do it
Like
again.
one more? 3.
Do another one.
I give up.
17. There it is.
17.
17, 17, 17.
17 saved my life.
All right. Okay.
So I'm stable at like what? 1 hit point?
You're stable at 0. You're just not bleeding out and dying.
But I thought if you made successful saves,
If
you
you-
come back to 1 HP.
That's a
No.
that's a critical success.
If you
okay.
if you stay, you basically with death saves, you have either you
So I'm
sta-
stable. Okay.
You either stabilize and you're sitting at 0 and you're unconscious for a while, or you just die, or you roll a 1 and or a 20 and you jump back up at 1 HP.
I thought after a certain point, don't you get like a hit point or something back?
Yes. The idea
After
is
some time.
you're unconscious, so you are unconscious and you are stable. You are technically resting. So in an hour, after an hour unconscious, you could roll a hit dice to make yourself live, but you would still be asleep.
Oh, okay.
Because the intent is you fall unconscious, and unless somebody wakes you up from being that way, you're going to be asleep for at least some sort of rest. So, anyway, you're going to be there a while, but you're not dying, so that's good. Congratulations. So, you guys will wander around, and you will try to find Riven. You will do so for quite some time, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. And eventually you will encounter, I realize now that I probably should have done this a slightly different way, but that's fine. It's funner for people to know slightly what's going on and still be confused. You guys will encounter Riven.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Roll
Unconscious.
initiative.
conscious driven.
No, Riven, who will turn to you as you approach.
Visible confusion.
The player has
Giant
that.
elephant hiding behind little warlock.
The player has visible confusion, but the character would not.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh,
And
there you
Bjorn.
are.
Okay.
All right.
Do, do, do.
So this isn't a good situation. All right, we've been looking everywhere for you.
So, question that I have is, should I do this or should Sam do this? If I had planned this a little bit better and just had what Sam had dealt with invisibly, it would have been better. But that's fine. Hindsight, 2020 and whatnot, and I have bad vision anyway.
Ah,
That's funny.
So, yeah, considering they already know. Riven, you are wanting to make use of the things in which you helped, you made, and really test their friendship.
oh no, what does that mean? What does that mean?
That sounds violent.
Should I roll, see who's first?
What?
That really sounds violent.
Who's first? What?
Whoever you want to do that, however you think Riven would react to really test their friendship. Non-combatively, at least
Ooh,
not physically.
no. Yeah, it's not combative. You can relax.
Oh, good. You're not murdering us.
Or am I?
I mean, you're heavily outnumbered, so if you try, you're gonna lose.
Okay.
That's up to the dice.
All right. Hi, Bjorn.
Fuck. Hi. How's it going?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just relieved that it isn't me.
Oh no.
I
Oh, it's
have-
gonna get worse for you.
Oh, good.
Oh, this is a mind control thing, isn't it?
So, everyone all ears?
Hold on. Didn't catch that.
Is everyone all ears? Like, you ready to listen?
Sure.
Yep.
The mighty Bjorn. I never trusted you. Always smiling and having a good time. That's clearly a mask you hide the truth. You think you are honorable? You are nothing but a cowardly, drunken, dishonorable brute. Brute.
There you go.
Words that survived off the innocent. You warmed yourself off the burning homes of villages. You stuffed yourself off the hard-earned food of families. You drank the blood and screams of the people who did nothing to you. Then you grew conscious and left your clan? That fixes nothing. You got angry over a stupid sword because a poor girl took it. That girl was trying to survive because of your raiding clan, but you put her in that situation, and instead of guilt, you were so angry. That sword is nothing but metal and a reminder of your past. Do you think you left the clan to be better? Keep telling yourself that's because no one believes it. Behind that go-lucky and good time mask is a drunk of a coward running from their past. When will you stop running and atone for your sin?
Ouch. Wow.
Bad.
Riven.
Cad. Not done yet.
Oh, all right. I'll just be over here drinking while I wait for you to finish.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I do feel bad, though.
Okay. Do you think you can really protect us? You just proved that there's only one that you will protect when you just ran off with Locke. And you kept running and running. What about the rest of us? Think we can handle things on our own? Let me bring you in on a little secret. Everyone has their limits. How can you protect us when you can't remember what happened in the fight? Is it because you're scared of the fighting? And you don't want to deal with it? I can tell you that I get scared in fights, but I don't lose myself to my rage because there are people that I am protecting and I need my full senses to do so. If you keep letting it control you, you will make an unforgivable mistake. So are you going to keep sniveling behind your rage like a coward till it consumes you and you attack us? How will you protect us then?
He's just gonna continue sniveling behind the warlock.
Should I do the one for Oak?
Sure. I mean, he is there.
Get your burn cream out,
Yeah.
Oak.
What can I say, Oak? Nothing. There's nothing to say. There's little between us since you screwed that up going behind my back. Use your sister, no less. Did you just use us to take care of that little family dispute? Claiming it was prophesized? A prophecy that about the original three here? I believe that prophecy is bull and you're using it for your own gain. Does your God allow that? Is that what he's all about? Lies hidden behind faith? Tell me or ask your God. Where in the prophecy did it say that we would end up like this? Where did it say that you will go against our trust, or was it just mine that you went against? I forgave you once, for the sake of Locke, but now you got them doing things regarding me behind my back. You've turned him against me. I will not forgive that. There is something I want to know before I go. When do you think you'll betray their trust and go behind their backs? Give me one moment.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, finally
So, like-
Locke.
Yeah, but just one quick thing out of character before we
Okay.
get to this point. Like, I assume Riven is saying all of this out loud in sequence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Locke is visibly pissed at this point.
Uh-oh.
This whole thing is a mess, Locke. Feels like time is repeating itself. But are you the cause this time? Can't help but think that if you didn't call for me, we wouldn't be in this position. I would never have gotten these axes. I would never have killed that jeweler. I would have been in a hunt with Cal and Hollis in a hidden druid village. It would have been peaceful. But no. You had to call for me asking for my strength, but you never needed my strength. You got your own, and you have proved that since I've been back with this party. It's your fault we are in this position, that I am in this current state. Maybe the fates were right to have you kill that kid and make you go on the run. I'm not going
And
to keep
Locke
doing
is
this,
going to
William.
interrupt her
I am
the second
done.
he says that. The second Riven points out the kid, he's just popping eldritch blasts right there.
Nice.
Because that is a line you don't fucking cross with him.
Uh-oh. We are in a good place now.
And he's doing both. Do I get 3 at this level? I don't think I get 3 yet. Do I? I'm gonna double
No.
check.
Don't think so.
Okay. So yeah, 21 and a 22.
Okay. Riven will tank him. And now Bjorn can have his response to this whole tirade if he wants.
I mean, fuck. Honestly, Bjorn's just in the background. It's like, I mean, you're not wrong. About me, at least. Can't speak for them. But what the fuck else am I supposed to do with my time? Besides, that girl's gonna come kill me someday anyway. We'll settle up then. In the meantime, I might as well do something worthwhile. Also, you shouldn't say such mean things about Locke. It's my job to pick on him.
Eh.
Also, nice shooting, Locke. Didn't work, but nice shooting.
Can Locke insight check Riven at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
12.
Her stance is different. It doesn't, like, she tanked the blow. She's not even in a battle stance of any sort. You got into a, I'm gonna go blasting, and for all you know of Riven, you go blasting, she's gonna go full tilt with her axes. She didn't move. This
Detect
isn't Riven.
magic.
Ooh. Smell.
Okay. You can pop that just because.
Yep. Doesn't cost me a spell slot.
There is an extremely strong, like, enchantment aura over all of you, except for Bjorn. And there is an illusion aura over Riven.
That's not Riven.
Can I cast you? Do you tell us that it's a magical effect?
I just say it straight up, like, you see the eyes go purple, because that's the effect I usually have for detect magic, eyes glow purple, and then I just say, that's not Riven.
Then Bjorn just gonna take a shot in the dark. He's gonna cast Dispel Magic on Riven.
Right. DC equals the spell's check plus the spell's level. So you are going to It is your spellcasting ability modifier is charisma because paladin, right?
Yep, that is correct.
So this will be a charisma check.
You got it.
D20 plus charisma.
All right. 17.
Nice try. Glad you figured it out. Your voice is totally different.
To be fair,
So-
it's pretty obvious.
Although your knowledge of us is somewhat alarming,
Tell me, what do you know of gods and magic? You clearly know more than your friend.
is she dressing Locke or
I know
Bjorn?
that they're flashy and incompetent.
Ooh. Oh.
Man, Locke has met a god face to face and he was not impressed.
Fair play.
Yeah, like it was like Tyr or Helm or something, remember?
Oh, Silver's god. Helm.
Yeah, that one.
He's one of the
Yeah,
nice ones, though.
Yeah, he met that one and he was not impressed.
Fair.
He was actually kind of irritated. So,
Boy's got some snark against the real greater deities, even though he's got a lowbrow deity that's helping him.
Yeah.
How about that? So
he just
you're-
insulted one to his face.
He did. You know what? You ain't wrong. Most of them do suck.
now, would you be so kind as to cut with the bullshit and get to the point? I'm really not in the mood for any more games.
Kadruil would speak up. Where is Riven?
Oh, she's here. She's not gonna get out of here without help. But you know what? I actually kind of like you. If you can find her, you can leave.
And
Pardon
who the
me.
hell are you?
God damn it, beat me to the question.
If you want to go for it.
I mean, the words are going to be different, but the sentiment was the same. I was just like, so if you're not Riven, then who precisely are you? We're not wildly different.
No. I am a god protecting this town.
I have a question. Nope, never mind. Immediately scratched that I said that because that was using out of character knowledge what I was about to ask.
My name's a Barrow. A Barrow.
What do I know about a barrow?
Ooh,
Probably not a lot because my religion is one.
I might know something. No, my religion is one as well.
I messaged you, Dollar.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna roll it and see what I know. 20, not natural.
So 20 not natural. Did you you don't actually have religion as a class skill. It's just pulling off your one intelligence.
Yeah.
You know that there were deities and gods that were akin to in ways to how like in Critical Role where they come up with like betrayer gods and things. You are aware that there are gods that are outside of the greater deity circle. So I think standard D&D uses the term forgotten or forsaken or something of that sort. I don't remember exactly what it is. But basically, there is a group of gods. There was a group of gods that were just sort of outside of the greater circles. And the fact that this guy is clearly like hyper-focusing this town, and he agreed with you in saying that most gods are crap, then it is reasonable to assume with that 20 that he is among those gods. He is among those gods that are forgotten, forsaken. He's not as upper crust as other gods tend to be. And considering that he is protecting this town, and the way he is high emotions and pushing the limits and knowing of what Riven knows of what you guys are, he's probably a very heavily favored trickster type. A god that likes to have fun, based on how he's been doing around here. That's about all you can get. Now, if you had proficiency in religion and rolled a 20, I would give you a little bit more, but you don't have proficiency in it. So.
I can scratch that off the bucket list then.
Well, if you want to find her, more power to you. But I will warn you, pretty sure she doesn't want to be friends anymore. But you came in here, you confronted me and blasted me in the face. You ain't bad, kid.
What were you expecting? If you couldn't see that coming, then clearly you don't understand me half as well as you make yourself out to. And then I will stalk angrily past. Yeah, Locke is done right now.
Fair enough.
Bjorn will follow after Locke. But as he's passing this strange god, he'll be like, "You were very rude, but partially accurate. Would you like a drink?" And I hold up the decanter of ale. Before we go.
Now you know, you are a man after my own heart.
That's how I survive.
The Riven before you will change and will now look like, maybe it's not necessarily his current girlfriend, but whomever Bjorn would find the most attractive to have a drink with.
That would probably still be Mudslide. He's quite a napper.
Okay.
But also not thrilled about this. Like, I liked you better when you were my other friend.
And I don't like becoming
You
people.
still have a
of my-
drink. I'm sorry, go on.
And I don't like becoming actual people of my town. You're quite enamored, aren't you? Good on you. Go for it.
She's a badass, and I appreciate it.
It really is. And what
And
about you?
Bjorn,
Looks to Cad.
Kadruil looks like he's sort of antsy and has been wanting to say something and not. And when sort of pointed out, he will sort of stumble into it. Would you release her in exchange for me? Somehow?
Are you wanting to be a martyr? Don't you realize that's what she's doing? No, of course not. Sorry, but she's more interesting. And she did actually kill somebody. In my town, no less. You haven't hurt anyone. And apparently, based on her memories of you, you don't like hurting anyone. You're not somebody I'd want to punish. And at that, he will sort of disappear. And you guys can now see everyone in town. Once he's vanished.
Locke is ignoring them.
I figured you would. Hollis is following you, very confused. And Oak is also following you, and keeping quiet.
I just remembered something.
Oh, what?
There's still something attached to Hollis.
What?
There is.
Oh
The
gosh.
dead Loxodon. He would
Right,
still
okay.
he would still be technically have been on Hollis's back when he came to you.
Oh God!
Right, can we say for purposes that because of that, like, we covered the body with a blanket or something?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You probably would have when you found him. I mean, technically, you could use the blanket of fortitude to do it, and as long as you don't like and intend to turn it into a tent, it is still technically a blanket.
Yeah, but I don't want it to smell like dead elephant, so...
Fair. Either way.
So do we have any better luck finding real Riven now?
Roll for me survival.
Can I get any advantage because
You would
people are
have
helping
advantage,
me?
yes.
Someone help
You
me?
would have advantage, yes.
Okay.
Everyone is helping you try to find Riven. So whoever's got the best survival to try to track her. Which is you, I think.
20, not natural.
Yeah.
It's weird that I have the highest survival out of the immediate group.
You're the one that traveled on your own and was a runaway kid that needed to figure out how to survive.
Yeah.
Granted, you have the highest survival of the current party. I think Riven's survival's higher.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Although it might not be if her wisdom's lower than yours.
My wisdom is 1.
Proficiency. Her survival is 6.
So 1 higher than mine, so I'm still behind you, but like, we're like within the ballpark of being peers, I guess.
Yeah. If only
At any rate.
because she has a higher wisdom than you.
Yeah.
Um,
Alright.
But anyway.
So with that not natural 20, do I find her?
Yes, you will find her. She is unconscious, but seems fine as far as not bleeding out. And upon you guys finding her, true wins. Boom.
I was gonna do something first.
Oh, okay.
I assume Riven has the axes?
Yeah. So what she used to knock herself out.
Right. Who has the bag of holding right now?
She does.
She does.
Oh, well, shit. Okay. I will, if she's unconscious, can I just remove the axes from her person? Or would that cause something bad to happen?
You can try.
I will try because Locke is sick and tired. And he does not care right now.
So you're going to get the bag of holding.
Well, like, if someone else was carrying the bag of holding, I was assuming we could hide them in there until Cal got back, but if the bag of holding is on Riven, then I'm just not going to bother with that step, because that's the first place she's going to look.
Reasonable. Okay. So you're going to remove the axes from Riven.
Alright. I've had enough of you things. And I will use Mage Hand to, one at a time, take the axes and hide them on the roof of the nearest building.
Roll Arcana.
Oh, great. Luckily, I have stuff in Arcana. 24!
I was not expecting this.
You pissed Locke off. His filters are gone. He is done.
Technically, I didn't do that.
A barrow pissed Locke off, and you're the one who put a barrow in his path. Chain of blame, buddy.
You were pissed off by the words. The words were written by Sam.
Either way.
Yeah, those are deep thoughts by Riven.
Oh, great. Either way, Locke is pissed and he is done. He will weather Riven's dismay later, but right now he is done and he does not care. He is getting rid of what he perceives to be the catalyst of this entire debacle. Or at least he's gonna try.
Okay. So, you will remove the axes, and then you will attempt to mage hand and carry them up into the loft on top of the building somewhere.
Yep, just put it up on a roof somewhere.
What's the distance of mage hand can travel?
30 feet?
I suppose 30 feet could easily get on top of a building.
Yeah, that could get onto like a first or second story building. Like a floor is usually like about 10 feet, so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
So the highest floor I can reach, and I'll just deposit it up there as far back as I can get it. As far back from the edge.
As you are removing them and they get not the first one. You get the first one and the first one goes on top of a building somewhere. And as soon as you get the second one and you try to repeat the process, your mage hand loses grip on the axe and the axe falls to the ground. Beside you.
I don't have time for this. And I'm going to expend my last sorcerer spell slot for this level, and I will cast Catapult on the axe.
No.
And I'm just going to yeet it into the sky at an angle. That's 90 feet. I am done with it. I am just launching.
What's that, Sam?
Nothing.
Alright. So you're going to just yeet out of here.
Yep, 90 feet. Just like straight up and at a slight angle away. I don't care where it lands, it's going to go away.
Alright. So
What is everyone else thinking about Locke doing this, by the way?
Bjorn is deeply concerned about the possibility of a child finding these.
So Locke,
Yes?
roll me dexterity.
Oh,
Save.
great. Save. Great, okay. Is the axe going to come alive and try to attack me?
No.
16.
Okay, cool. So you yeet and you're like 90 feet, slightly at an angle that way. And from the movie angle, like freaking The Mask, when Jim Carrey threw the mask out the window.
Oh, he came back.
It
I
comes
love this
back
reference.
at you. It comes back at you, and you duck, and it just embeds itself into the wall of the room, the wall of the building next to you in the alley that Riven is in.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
I wonder.
Has it been an hour yet?
I'm out of spell slots now. I can't.
Locke, as you do this, Oak is just. We'll figure this out. Okay. He's going to roll medicine just to confirm, because he wasn't there for all of the shenanigans. He wants to make sure that Riven is not just like suddenly dying.
Oh, is she dead?
No, she's not dead. But
Well, I mean, they just took the axes from her.
no, they took the axes from her. Yes, that is
Okay.
that is incredibly significant. So, let's see, medicine, boop. Okay, 13 not natural. He is able to determine that she is not dying, and seeing that Locke is having issues, he is going to not cast Cure Wounds to wake her up. Bjorn is worried about a kid finding it, and then the axe comes back, so that's not so much a worry, although there is one axe that's still up on top of a roof somewhere. So, what is Cad doing currently?
I guess just following Locke around.
I mean, you're currently where Riven was, so... I don't know if Cad has any responses to what Locke is doing with the axes.
Probably not the best idea, but he doesn't really have any other ideas at the moment.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Locke, what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I wish I knew.
If anyone else has any bright ideas to keep these things out of her damn hands, by all means.
You know what that's going to mean when she wakes up, don't you?
Probably.
Riven,
She's not going to be happy. But right now, I'm not happy.
Riven, you will slowly find yourself waking up, literally. Roll me a hit dice. It would be plus con. It is plus con mod.
Well, that's the thing. Which one do I want to use since I'm multi-class?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I know. Let's do a D12. Barbarians are D12s, correct?
Yep.
6.
Okay. And what is your con modifier?
Con is +2.
So 8.
So I'm at an 8.
You're currently at 8 hit points, and you are literally waking up.
Awesome.
And now you can hear the people of the town and see them. And you have your friends right there. And Hollis. And a headache.
How bad is the headache?
Let's say hangover style.
Okay. She's just gonna, like, get herself up out of the alley gunk.
Mm-hmm.
You with us?
What happened?
We're kind of hoping you could tell us.
So she can see people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think I need to tell you anything. Just go on your merry ways. Her train of thought right now is like, she can see people. So it must mean there's connection to her to the party is complete. Maybe.
Who knows? You can also see.
She doesn't know how magic work.
Mm-hmm. You can also see one of your axes embedded in the wall.
Why is my axe in the wall?
Don't know. It was like that when we got here.
Locke roll deception and insight. Well,
Locke is
insight-
good at deception, thankfully.
Deception
17.
and then insight from Riven.
Fuck.
Narrowed eyes. Uh-huh. Sure. She goes and grabs the axe. And puts it back where it belongs.
And in doing so, you realize that you don't have the other one.
Where's my other one?
I don't know.
It was gone when we got here.
Look, we found you passed out on some boxes. My first priority wasn't your damn axes. My first priority was you. You okay?
I'm fine.
Right, okay. So some shit happened while you were out.
She's gonna start looking for her axe. The other axe. 18?
I mean, you're currently in an alley and the axe is on top of a building, so you're not going to see it.
Yeah, I know. She's still gonna, like, look around for it.
But I will say, you will get a.
Oh! Riven has been speaking!
You have.
I just realized.
Um,
So there's some also fun things with that.
we'll get
Oh,
to that.
good. Like what?
We'll get to that in a second. However, Riven, you will hear in your head that.
How the hell did it get up there?
Huh?
And then you can say what
My
you were
other
saying
axe
about
is
what's
up.
happening with Riven.
My other axe is up on top of a building. You wouldn't have any clue on how that got up there, now would you, Locke?
We just got here. No.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Oh, so anyway, the whole time that she's speaking, there's hints of two other voices speaking as well.
Detect magic? Getting anything?
There is a present, using detect magic, there is a prominent, shall we say, necromancy aura over Riven right now. And by the way, Riven is just going to go climb a building. It's not hard. It's a building.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay.
I mean, it's a brick and mortar building, or perhaps even made of wood. There's going to be easy handholds. It's not a hard check to climb a building.
Okay.
At least for someone who's trained in athletics, which you are. Because I'm pretty sure your strength modifier is not 8.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So, you will shimmy your way up to the top of the building, and you have your other axe.
Damn it.
Better luck next time.
Alright, well, since everyone is present now, I should get to the point I was trying to make initially. I'll gesture to the Loxodon body still lounging around on Hollis's back.
Did Riven come back down to the party after climbing a building?
She would start to climb her way back down.
Okay.
She doesn't have a need to be up on top of the building.
No, but she also wanted to be away from the party.
Yeah, well, her dog is down there.
Fair. Fair enough. And she does feel as though she's responsible to figure out what to do with the body, so.
Okay, so, question of the hour. Was the question of the hour an hour ago, but still important question. I gesture at the body. Who is that? Answer. That's Cad's father. Well, don't
Okay.
everyone stand up at
Well,
once.
take him and bury him.
I mean, yeah, I would assume that's part of the list of objectives.
Well, can you please take him? I would like to leave.
I mean, we're pretty much gonna have to go all at once at this point. That bastard isn't gonna be content with anything else.
What bastard?
A gigantic dick called a Barrow decided to take on your image and insult the living shit out of us in broad daylight.
He was quite good at it, too. Unfortunately.
Okay, I do not know who you're talking about, and that's between you two.
Well, regardless. Apparently, this individual is the protector of this town, claims to be a god, to which I say probably a lower level one. And near as I can tell at this point, he wants all of us to get the hell out. But I suppose, fine, we accomplished what we came here to accomplish. It's not the way we wanted. Where to next?
Well, I suppose at this point we make our way back to do we want to try to go straight to the source for Riven's or for Silver's thing? Go straight to her temple, or do we want to go to Kirikal where Cal last saw Yang?
Young would be the best thing. I'd want all hands on deck for that operation.
I'm gonna ask one last time. Can you guys please take this body off my direwolf, please?
Alright.
The only one that we got that can really carry it would be Cat.
For
Well,
slightly obvious
Bjorn.
reasons, that would not be readily offered.
I would sit there and be like, I don't know. Bjorn looks strong enough.
I mean, he probably is, but like, wouldn't be the first dead body he'd ever carried.
Bjorn also has Rupert.
He does have Rupert. Alright. Give me like 10 minutes, I'll get it sorted. And he gets to work summoning Rupert.
What I want to know is why did he feel the need to attack Riven in the first place? Doesn't make any sense.
Did he happen to say anything while you were engaged in whatever battle?
Oh, you guys are caring now about what fucking happened to me?
Pardon?
You guys weren't concerned at all when she brought it in the first time.
Well, the first time you brought it in, we didn't know who that was. We just thought it was an asshole who
Right.
attacked because he was an asshole.
But it is a good
And
point.
Now we know.
Oak could have cured her and didn't.
Yeah.
To be fair, we had no reason to suspect we were going to get attacked again, so...
Well,
And
no,
Kat
that's not-
definitely did leave in a hurry, which kind
She
of...
was like walking on death's door when she walked into the town.
It is a warrant statement, but the circumstances of the event made it to where
There was a lot going on. We could only process
Yeah,
so many
there
things at
was.
once. And then Locke got abducted, so...
I
Like, a
don't know,
lot of
he
shit
didn't
happened
seem
really fast.
he didn't seem chatty when he kept swinging a hammer at my face.
did you say anything at all? Anything?
Again, he wasn't exactly chatty when swinging a hammer. When I asked him, like, what the hell? So,
Well, I suppose we'll give Tad time to grieve and see if he can, when he has more time to think, maybe he can enlighten us on some deals of why that would be.
I don't know, maybe he can ask his ancestors?
Also an option.
That's an idea, yeah.
If this is his father, he should be able to ask, like, directly, I guess. That's how it works.
That's a terrifying thought. My father just became my ancestor.
I'm sorry!
My dad's dead. Let me just hop on the ancestor hotline and get in touch with him and figure out why the hell he was trying to kill you.
Like,
I'm
I thought you
sorry!
were gone. Sorry, what was going on again?
For now, though, we should make our way and leave town because we can't very well bury a Loxodon in the middle of town.
I mean, you could, it's just you'll get a lot of weird looks and probably get yelled at.
We're already probably getting a lot of weird looks. If we stick around too long, we are going to get yelled at, so it's all the same.
Yeah. Alright. And then there's a Rupert, and there is a transfer of a cat dead.
Alright.
So Hollis is no longer carrying Cat's father. And the cat is an eater. Hooray.
Wait, I have a question. Does Riven know that she wasn't the cause of Cad's death?
Riven did make use after the combat of a healing potion to try to save him.
And it didn't work.
And it didn't work. if Riven would have assumed that she killed him with her axes, she would have known not to do that because she knows that every death with her axes causes the person to just die. There's no saving them.
Oh.
So, I would have had to have said something in that chat, or in that conversation to...
I just remember you saying that he just fell over, she quickly tied him up and gave him a potion, and then ran away.
Yeah. I do believe that I did outright say that Riven herself, as a character, was able to determine that this guy did not die by her actions.
Yeah,
Okay.
you had said that she had seen the aftermath of those she killed with the axes and those that were not, and that he did not look like those that the axes had killed. She knew for sure that she had not.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all I knew. Didn't know.
Okay, so the group is going to make their way to leave town. Is Riven going to go a different direction?
She'll head out of town, but probably start heading off towards map.
Heading off towards the map.
Yes, map.
So where was Young last located?
Karakal, up here.
Oh,
Right.
does Riven know where Cal went?
No. She didn't give you specifics.
Great.
She just told you that... All she told you when she left was that you were given information that was allowing you to make the statement that you did about saying things behind your back thing. Because Cal said that she had heard from Locke and Oak that there was someone, or primarily from Locke, that there was someone that she knew that she was going to look into, research into, to figure out what was going on with the axes. So wherever Cal is going to look into the axes, and Locke knows where that is. That is what Riven knows. But the specifics of where, no. But, yeah.
So, basically she doesn't know where Cal has gone.
No, but she knows that Locke does. She doesn't know, but she knows that Locke does.
So Cal did mention that Locke told her about something?
Mm-hmm.
Where did Cal go?
Down south? Why?
Where down south?
She was gone when we got here.
Shut up.
And
Kadruil would not be
this,
joking.
ladies and gentlemen, is when you know that the conflict is with the characters, not with the players.
Anyway, yeah, so. Where did my girlfriend go?
Fidoku, I think. Why?
Doku.
Yep. Riven knows nothing about that place. At all. Right, because she did most of whatever she did when she was up north, and Fidoku is quite the opposite of that.
She just like kind of looks south and just be like, kind of grimaces. It's just like, okay.
She'll link back up with us before too terribly long. I'm pretty confident of that. So.
Right, did you tell her to meet you somewhere?
Not as such, but I do know that she can pop anywhere there's a tree that she has seen before, and that I'm relatively confident covers the vast majority of this area, and we have long-range communication spells, so it's not like coordinating a regroup isn't out of the equation. Time-consuming, but easily doable when all is ready to link back up.
I'll take my chances.
Huh?
She walks south.
Riven?
Hmm? What?
You okay?
I'm going to go find my girlfriend.
Not a whole lot of fanfare, I guess.
Huh? What?
I don't know. This just kind of abrupt.
We're not supposed to have anything to do with each other.
What?
So,
Where in the world did you get that idea?
the town that we were just in, we had magic cast on us. We couldn't see everyone else and we see something, so...
Oh, that only applies.
I was
when
trying
we're
to
in
find
that-
you guys, it just...
That only applies when we're in that town, because a Barrow's a dick.
Yes, and I was lost, and I couldn't find you guys, and I found you guys, and all of a sudden I see people. So, I guess what I started doing, of like, no longer a group. Well, I'm no longer associated with your group. It's worked. So we see people now. Now, I'm going to go away, so that way you guys can keep coming back to this town. You understand?
I mean, I can see the train of logic. I feel like you're missing a few points.
How am I missing a few points? We were able to get out of town. I was able to get out of town. So,
Yep, we were able to get out of town. And that effect won't follow us anywhere else. So, logically speaking, would it not be simpler if we wind up passing through here again to just... If you insist on that particular train of thought, just wait outside? It doesn't mean the group has to split up out, across everything else.
according to the barkeep, it's like if I associate with you. If I still associate with you, even though I'm outside, that effect will happen again.
Riven, the spell's broken. It's not in effect
Yeah.
anymore in the first place.
Yeah.
Yes, because of what I did. But if I associate, wouldn't it just
No,
reactivate again?
I think it's more because I shot the god who put it up in the first place in the face.
You shot a god? There it
He
is.
was being really mean. I don't think you get it. He was being really mean, and he picked at things I don't want to mention.
How are you still living?
I don't know. You tell me. He's a dick, but he seems to not be inherently malevolent. He was impressed more than anything.
Yeah, usually they'll probably do that, and then all of a sudden fight.
Look, that's the second god that I've been very insulting to the face of in my life, and I'm still alive and
Yes.
kicking. Also, I had no way of knowing that was a god. He looked like you. And he was using your voice until I shot him.
What?
Yeah, that's all I was talking about. He appeared to us as you at first and was very mean to all of us. Pretty much went down the list. I was last in line. He was about halfway through saying whatever it was he was saying, and so I shot him because he was being a dick.
You interrupted by shooting a god.
The point is, he seemed amused, and then we could all see people again.
We were more worried about trying to find you and make sure you were okay.
I mean, yeah, that too, of course.
I'm fine. You guys don't need to keep worrying about me.
It's what friends do, Riven. It's part of the package.
But if I associate us as that, you guys can... I am confused. So I want you guys to keep going back to this town. Which... is...
It is kind of confusing. I'm with you on that one, but I'm fairly certain we have the ability to come back. And if not, what else is new? It would only be the second city we've been exiled from.
Like, are we just sitting outside of the gates with this?
Pretty much, yeah.
I thought we were like walking and talking, but sure.
Well, when Riven
Oh no!
decided-
Wait.
Riven-
Question.
Uh-huh.
Is there guards at the gate?
There is.
I would assume we would be far enough away for this conversation not to happen near them.
No, it's just they were looking for something after I killed the guy, which was a giant dire wolf.
Yeah. They were. They're not now.
Huh? Okay. I'm so confused. Alright.
Look, when you have a trickster god running the law enforcement, shit stops making sense very quickly. It honestly explains a lot about this city now that I'm thinking about it. Holy shit.
Right?
This is medieval New Vegas because there's a god in charge of it. A trickster god, a mischief god. Oh my god. It makes
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Bingo. Whatever happens in Raidell stays in Raidell.
Shit, that makes so much sense all of a sudden.
Right? And to think,
Clever.
part of the reason I designed it this way was twofold. One, because you called this place Medieval Las Vegas. You guys came up with that, I didn't. And two, I think that when the players do something in a busy town, if the guards find them and then throws them in jail, that's boring. I wanted something cooler.
So we just have a little god in charge of this city. It was like, oh hey, I'ma be a dick.
Well, he did
I
get...
need entertainment. Dance for me, bitch.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. He is, by all accounts, he is a chaotic neutral god whose domains as a cleric, if he was a deity for a cleric, his domains for a cleric is life and trickery. He likes to have fun and he likes to play games. And he also has a tendency to get around a lot.
He's horny as fuck. I googled him.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's horny as fuck, and his followers are horny as fuck.
There's a reason why the hero of this town works at a brothel.
Yeah, that like the more I think about it, the more it starts making just so much more sense. Like, there's a reason this town is the pit of sin.
Oh no.
And then Bjorn suddenly replaces his patron with this fella. So he
I
can
could see
drink
it,
with his
actually.
new god.
I could see it, actually.
He's like, but you can't be her. Only she can be her.
I agree.
Anyways,
Anyway.
back in character now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, yeah, Riven's just like sitting there confused, like still like concerned about like doesn't want to activate the magic again that's in the town if she goes back in it.
Did
'Cause
we-
she's
did we
killed
lose
someone?
Did we lose it, David? That religion roll was Oak, and Oak is going to be... Well, the way I figure it, Locke's right. The spell's no longer a thing. He was a punk. He made us angry, yes, but the fact that he was attacked by Locke and just laughed without attacking back tells me that he was at least amused. And if he's the ruler over this town, there might be a reason why this town is the way that it is. So,
I
I think you're
did
fine,
something
though.
bad.
What'd you say? You're
I said I did something bad. How did?
Well,
Right.
were you when you were wandering around by what knocked you out?
I was attacked by ghost-looking things that looked like people that I've killed before. And I was
That's
defending
more than
myself,
shit.
and then all of a sudden it's just like everything went black. That's all I remember. And then I woke up and I was surrounded by you guys, missing my axes.
Okay. So maybe that was a punishment or something? I don't know.
perhaps. At the end of the day, bottom line is, I don't think, splitting the group up at this juncture is necessarily the wisest thing to do. If you absolutely want to go after Cal, then I have no right to tell you no. But I do think it's more wise to keep the group together, and when it comes to Raidell, I don't think we have a whole lot to worry about at the moment. And even if we do, it's not something that's going to follow us away from the town. It'll only be an issue in the event we come walking back, and we can test that out at that point. No reason to split things up preemptively on an untested assumption, you know? Again, if you absolutely
That's the
want to go
thing.
after...
I've already disassociated with Bjorn over there. I'm not his friend anymore. I said I wasn't his friend anymore.
You did
And I can
say
tell...
that.
You did say that.
And so,
Here's-
what I was doing worked.
My question is, was your heart in it? Because I can look you in the eye and tell you you're not my friend anymore, and I can tell you right now, it's a fucking lie.
Yeah, you're a terrible liar, that's why.
No, I'm actually a fantastic liar. I just care about you. How could I not? When we first met, I shat my pants at the sight of a goblin. Traveling around with you? I mean, I don't want to brag, but I feel like I also kind of have the right to at this point. Look at me now! I shot a god in the face. I've done battle with a dragon because I learned bravery from you. You're my best
So-
friend, Riven.
Why am I here then?
What do you mean?
You needed my help, but if you're pointing those things out, it doesn't really sound like you need my help. Like, I helped you with Noro. That's done.
When I initially called out to you, it was because we were going after an entire temple filled with angry, evil paladins and knights who could very easily be on a similar level to Noro in terms of raw power. And they have access to things that are probably just as tough, if not more tough than him, tucked away that they've made dark dealings with. Noro, we can handle that. This is a bit much. That's why I send out so many calls for help, because if we are going to get that friend of ours back from that, this little troop on its own isn't going to be sufficient. I know I
I'm
just got
assuming you still have a dragon on your side. I don't think a lot of people can beat a dragon.
Maybe not, but can't be too careful. And even then, even if we don't necessarily need you on hand for this, I still want you on hand because I just like spending time with you. Maybe I'm shitty at it sometimes, I don't know. But you and Oak were the first people I teamed up with after I ran from home.
Huh.
So all that is to say, in layman's terms, you ain't getting rid of me that easy.
And I like to think that I've learned from the past mistakes that I've made. I've made quite a few. But, yeah. Traveling around with Locke and with you for the time that we did miss you when you were gone. And we are glad that you're back.
Yeah. It's not necessarily just a matter of, bringing in the raw muscle power or what have you. We just like having our friend with us.
Meanwhile, as this conversation is going on, now that you're out of town, Cat is spending time burying his dad.
I was wondering what the Elephant Man was doing. He's been quiet.
Yeah, I was gonna sit there and be like, what about the other two?
I mean, I feel like Bjorn has the least to say on this particular subject because, he joined after Riven left the first time.
Yep.
Cat did too.
Yeah, but he's still part of the party. And
Yeah.
so is Cad. They have a word.
Yeah.
So what do our other players say about this kind of exchange?
Kadruil is somewhat conflicted because she did just kill his father. But she wants to remain friends with her because Locke does. And
And it's if I feel like the significant key point there is that first part.
Yeah.
If Riven was to voice, "Hey, I wasn't the one that killed this guy. I don't know what did, but it wasn't me," then maybe that could help Cad's whole thing.
Well, I think she did. I think I do remember her saying like, "Hey, something weird happened. I tried healing this guy, and then he did not wake up." To when she brought us back to the
Yeah.
And that's
Kadruil was
actually,
outside when you rode up, and he was sort of looking around, but it wasn't until I started looking closely that I really
paid
recognized.
attention. What's going? Yeah, but
Yeah.
she was in there telling the whole group like, "Hey, there was this problem here."
So in that respect, then Oak will bring it up. So, Riven, you said before that you didn't really know what had happened to him. You tried to like revive him with a potion, and it didn't work.
I just killed over while we were fighting. That's it.
So it wasn't you that killed him, then. I guess.
I hope not. I mean,
I
he
mean-
doesn't look like someone who I killed.
That, yes. If you, as we have just determined previously for other reasons, when you kill somebody with those axes, they're just gone. And
All I could tell is he was dead. That's it. That's all I could tell. I don't know.
okay, so that's something. Cad, she didn't kill him.
Well, did
mean-
Kat bring this up? The point of that Riven killed his dad?
Hang on. He's not gonna bring him up, and he's not gonna bring it up himself.
Right.
But Oak knows what mourning is. Which does make sense for his character. Oak saw his family die, and then come back,
Right.
and then die again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That would fuck with most people a little bit. Yeah. So.
So Oak is like, Cad, because I'm assuming we were right that Cad is staying quiet and sort of mourning and burying his dad,
Yeah, I guess.
because that makes sense. It's something he would want to do readily after getting out of town, and he wants to get some sort of closure on that whole thing. And,
Which is difficult because there's only about 1,000 questions.
Mhm.
And you can talk to your ancestors.
Oak will approach Cad and just, look, Cad, I know
Yes.
what this kind of thing is like. Well, not this specific thing, but because I know that this kind of thing could hurt friendships and things, and I want to make sure the party and group is strong. I want you to know that it wasn't. I don't think it was Riven who killed your dad. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it wasn't her. If it was her, he would be worse, and he's not. So, it doesn't help your situation at all. Do you have any idea why he would come out and attack like that?
No, not really.
You were from
He more or
Caberton.
less stayed in Caberton as far as I was aware.
Yeah, so you haven't really seen him in a long time, have you?
No. I hadn't seen him since before I was locked up.
Right. And what was your relationship with him like before that? If you don't mind telling, of course.
A little bit strained, perhaps. I felt like I had high expectations, and I felt like I wasn't really able to meet them. He really wanted me to be a strong guard for the town, and well, I couldn't really do that, and it let him down.
Oak will go silent at this, and he will just sort of do his deities' prayers and rites and things for burials, and sort of help Cad to mourn a little bit.
What about Bjorn? What did Bjorn have to say on the whole stuff with Riven a second ago?
I mean, Bjorn's leery as fuck about the axes, but he's also seen Riven fight, and he knows that we still have to go after Silver, so he's pretty much wanting her to stick around just because of that. And he's willing to trust Locke's judgment.
I love the fact that everyone looks at Locke and is like, yeah, that's the guy.
Well, look, Bjorn figures in his mind that all the muscle that Locke doesn't have in his body has to be somewhere, and he figures it might as well be in his brain.
I mean, maybe.
No.
It's just like almost everyone in the group, for like all the newcomers to the group after the original composition, like it just like gravitate towards Locke. The Elephant Man must protect Locke. The Barbarian Man from the north, or not Barbarian Man, but like Viking Man from the north. I like this kid. I'm gonna follow his lead. Not necessarily like I'm 17.
This is a coming-of-age story for a 17-year-old that is the leader he never thought he was.
I don't know if leader's really the right term. He's definitely got passion going for him.
Hey,
Really
the best leaders don't want to be leaders.
Some of them, at least. All right, no.
At any rate,
Yeah. Well, that said,
we at this point, Riven can pretty much come to the conclusion that, if anything, the group trusts the group wants her to stick around largely because of Locke, but at the same time, Locke's not going to let her go, so she's kind of stuck.
at least not easily. He did say if she really wants to go after Cal, he has no right to tell her no.
Yeah.
But like, he just kind of looking at like the reason that like, like if your excuse for leaving is that you want us to be able to come back here, then I mean like, fuck here.
So, Riven gonna stick around?
Okay. Yeah.
Hooray!
Hooray! The group doesn't split up again. Once was enough, thank you. I still remember that, because didn't that, like, happen out of fucking nowhere for you, Dorid?
Not entirely. I wasn't planning on it, but not entirely.
Like, you suspect that it might happen?
Awkward, yes. I mean, it was situational, and it was characters acting as the characters would do, and mistakes were made. So,
Oh, yeah.
it's fine. So, with that, which way are you guys going? Where are you going?
Well, we gotta find Young, so I guess north.
So, yeah, to the north.
To the north. So you're traveling north. You're going to make your way towards Karakal. And I think with the guise of what sort of timestamp we're at right now, I think I'm going to end this session on some interesting developments. First, Locke. When do you like regularly look at your Sunset Shimmer books?
Fairly routinely, yeah. Like, I sort of figured that, like, Locke keeps, like, idle chit-chat going with the family most of the time. But, like, I just don't cover it in roleplay because most of the time it's just, like, idle chit-chat, you know?
Right,
like, just
yes.
boring, doesn't advance the story. So, like, if something important comes up in the book, I would assume I will see it.
Right. My question...
That's what I did today. I blasted a god.
Basically what my thoughts on it is, do you do that while in travel, or do you do that more so when you're like sitting and doing your watches?
I figure like when we stop for watch, I'll usually check
That's
it, or
what I
like
was
if we
thinking.
have a like most of the time that's when I'll like check for stuff. But like I guess periodically I'll check when traveling. Like if we're in the middle of an area where I don't think I have to be super alert.
Okay, so yeah, following along the road to go from Raidell to Caracal, as long as you stick to the road, you're probably not going to be in any kind of real danger. So, yeah, you will get a message through your Sunset Shimmer books.
Okay.
It is from Alessandra.
Okay.
And it will amount to. There you are. From
Okay.
Alessandra.
Locke will let out a long and tired sigh. Can't even get 5 minutes.
happened now?
Everyone, we might have a problem.
What?
Riven, they're friends of yours from your old town who live in Yukiagi, right?
Yes.
Right, so I just got a message from my mother, and she says she thinks we should head back to Yukiagi as soon as possible. There is smoke coming from the north, and someone from your home says that it looks like it's coming from your home, if I'm reading this right. So we might have to redirect our attention.
Where in the town did we get?
What was that?
I mean, how far did we travel if we're heading down to Bunk out of Raidell?
You're probably. It's not been a full.
I mean-
It's been about a day, so you're about
Yeah.
right here.
That's the thing. Do we go to Kurokal and then pass through the mountains, or do we head to Yukiagi?
Personally, I would.
That is something we could decide next time.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is. And also, upon you, because you said that was during your watches, so this happens in the morning. Soon after, when you're trying to deliberate your, which direction you're going to go, you're going to get a message in your head, Locke.
Oh, great.
And this message is going to be a certain choice set of words, and then I'm going to cut the scene for the ending.
Oh, good.
Why did you send me bloody underwear? Click.
Ah. Okay. And we'll deal with that next time.
Yep.
Ooh. A lot of
I mean,
pots are boiling.
I mean, I already know what I'm gonna say.
Oh well, if you want to say it, go right ahead.
You wanted us to humiliate and or kill the guy who swindled us and you? Those are his underwear. We beat the shit out of him and I sent you that. He is thoroughly humiliated and dead.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So is that ledger clear?
Fair enough.
Okay.
We will get to that as needed.
Okay.
So.
Fucking hell.
Let's do. This has been Shadows from Brian, and join us next time for Sam.
This has been Shadows of Gradiriel.
Why is my hometown on fire?
Yeah, I thought it had already been burned down.
It's basically occupied by a bunch of goblinoids.
Did those two goblinoids that we spared decide to go vigilante?
No, we had one go spy on them. And then we killed two and had the bugbear go spy. And the bugbear was supposed to come back to Yukiagi to give your mom a message about what's going on. Which, I doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay, yeah. A lot of shit going on. I'm just glad we're out of Raidell and that shit is sorted.
Yeah.
For now.